If you have a market coming up and your inventory is low, well, this video is for you. As a busy mom, I normally get my sewing done at 4 a.m., and sometimes that doesn't even happen. So when my time gets interrupted, I lean into products that I could get done in 10 minutes or less. They're quick, practical, and still cute enough to be sold at markets. First up are lanyards. These are great teacher gifts, super customizable, and really easy to make. I cut 36 inches by 2 inches of fabric and fold my raw edges in. I like to run it through the machine twice for stability, and then I add my hardware. I'm all about easy, so I close my lanyard at the top, and I just add a stitch to secure my hardware. You can add another strip of fabric to hold pens or glasses. 5 to 10 minutes and you are done with this. In an hour, you can easily make 30 of these, which is why they are so great for small, quick projects to sew and sell. Next are my favorite. I really enjoy these bow bookmarks. I think they're so cute, and you just need a glue gun, a paper clip, and some scrap fabric. I use the large paper clips normally, but you could actually use the smaller ones too, which I plan to be doing to make a little gift set to accompany my Bible bookmarks, so people have pairings for the holidays. To make a bow bookmark, you just need to go in and sew around the edges. Here I put 2 pieces of scrap fabric together, and I just gave myself a nice closed edge with a hole to actually turn the thing inside out. After I have it sewn and turned inside out, I'll scrunch the middle and make it as bow and cute as I can, and then I'll add another piece of fabric for the center. Next, I'll go ahead and glue it on to my paper clip and wrap it on to hold it tightly. And that's it. My bow bookmarks are done. Add a little packaging and they're ready to sell. One of the quickest things you can make are these little keychain wallets. They're small and useful, and people love grabbing them as quick gifts or add-ons. I used to make the small keychain boxy bags, and those sold great as well, but I wanted something that kind of fit what I needed as a mom, which was something to hold my cards. And I also wanted something that was a lot easier to make, and I've just decided that anything that takes a zipper is not as fast as I need it to be as far as batch sewing goes in the small time I have. For this project, I'm using 2 pieces of fabric and a small piece of interfacing. I sew around the perimeter to give me smooth and polished edges, and then I flip the fabric right side in. After I do that, I just fold it like a little mini envelope, top stitch around the edges, add a snap and a keyring, then I am done. It's super fast, super clean, and really beginner friendly. They're very practical, and this is something that I personally need more than the boxy keychains. I think that they look so cute with lanyards, and it's a really great mix and match addition to your booth. Let's talk about dog bandanas. I never made dog bandanas before because when I lived in Arizona, there were complete whole vendor booths dedicated to just selling dog bandanas. Not dog treats, just dog bandanas. And it was such a saturated market that I decided not to try to play in it. But now where I live, I don't see a lot of vendors who sell dog bandanas, and I definitely do add a little frill to mine. Mine are mostly going to be Christmas bandanas or something that you could use in a gift set to match the owner. For these, I decided I wanted to do a Scrunchie dog bandana. I just find that they're easier to pull on and off of your dog, and I think that they make them a little bit more high-end, but still quite easy to make. These are a very easy project to do. So for the main body, I cut 2 triangles. Sometimes I just fold my fabric over on itself and just cut my piece from that. And then I cut a rectangle, which will be my scrunchie channel. At the top of my triangle, I fold down the edge to create a clean little channel where the scrunchie piece is going to be attached. I then take a long strip of fabric, fold it in half, sew it in a tube as you would do any scrunchie, and then turn it inside out. The thing that I do differently with this than a scrunchie is I actually use a thicker elastic so it doesn't hurt the dog. I sew the perimeter of my dog bandana and I flip it out at that channel I created. I then attach my scrunchie piece and I just kind of slide them in together and just fold them right on. For this one, I added a little bow. I just think it was fun and festive. And that is it for the dog bandana. As you can see, I have different varieties here. I add some trim to some of them, or some I just left normal because it's reversible, and other is a bow tie. I think that it would make my dog look very dapper for the holidays. Next is one of my best sellers, the Scrunchie keychain. It's basically making a scrunchie, but you don't have to do the taco method or anything. I just sew a long tube and then slide my elastic in, tie the elastic off, and then fold my edges together, add my hardware. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, and these are also very easy to bulk sell. As you can see here, I am just going through and sewing all the tubes together, and then I will cut them off and put the elastic inside of them. Now, this one's a little bit of cheating because my husband is very supportive and will add the hardware for me when he's watching the game or something. So I just go quite crazy with sewing the tubes, tying the elastic on, and putting my tag on it. I also have now attached a tag for this because I did have a customer come back to buy another one. And if these are given as gifts, I want people to know that they came from me so they know where to look. This book fabric is so cute that I thought it would be so great for a dog owner who loves books. I had made the dog bandana out of this fabric as well, and I just pictured them being paired together, looking super cute, and matching your animal in a very tasteful way. I decided to display these in my old checkout stand because I was just having so many of them that putting them on a bracelet wasn't going to work. I also wanted to make sure it was organized in a way. So I thought this was a cute way to display it, and it did grab a lot of people's attention. Last but not least are pincher pot holders. These guys are actually a very good size, but they are super fast to make. All you have to do is cut 4 ovals out of fabric. Make sure you use cotton because this is going to be touching hot surfaces. And then for your insides, I used Wrap and Zap from my leftover bowl cozies, but you want to use something that's not going to melt, so I would definitely stick to a cotton batting. So I made these as easy as I could by basically making a layer. First, I put my main fabric down, then I fold 2 of my ovals to make the pincher part. I kind of offset it so it's not overlapping. I then put my batting and then my liner fabric. I sew it all around and leaving myself a nice little hole. After I'm done with that, I go ahead and cut all my excess off and I flip this thing over. One of my toxic traits as a sewer is I don't always give myself the biggest holes, and as you can see here, I did have to open it a little bit. Once I flip it inside out, the one thing I do is I leave my hole where my pincher part is, because once I flip it inside out, I will sew it to seal it off, and then I'm able to just flip the hand part over and you can't even see it. I wanted to make these fast. I wanted to sell these for $5, and this was the fastest way I found to secure that hole and make them cute. And that's my pot holder pincher. I think they're so cute and they have gotten a lot of attention. I do have some plans for these to make them more giftable or stocking stuffers. These are a great scrap buster if you have larger pieces, and they are just so cute and fun to make. These are the 6 products that are super fast to sew and really great to sell. You could add your own pizzazz to them as I did, or you could just keep them simple. These are great sellers. They're great stocking stuffers, teacher gifts, you name it. And they also will complement anything on your table, especially if you coordinate the fabrics. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Please consider subscribing if you really liked this video. And next week I have bigger products that are really fast to sew. Here is one of them, a sneak peek. It definitely will stock your booth. I mean, honestly, you'll have to find space if you have so many of these. Thank you so much for watching and all the kind comments. I will see you guys next time. Bye.